Yes, that I had sent out there regarding the domestic violence, the snuggle struggle, and the other issues there that a young lady was presenting to the family or the the JJFI committee on March 1st, where she was providing information. And again, I invite everyone. I should have the links in there for everyone to go out there and view that. And I'm sure we'll be doing a deep dive into it. And she presented quite a bit of evidence talking about what intimate partner violence and the information she had provided, compelling and talking about a number of things. But again, with statistics, there's always an interpretation, and then you have to look at the veracity of the data. So let me go ahead and pull that up there so we have that. So she had indicated, and again, the report here, and I'll include the link there so you can, of course, view it whenever you'd like. But she indicated for the year 2021 that there were a total of 204 deaths as a result of intimate partner violence. I believe it was 75% of that being by gun, and talking to that, and again trying to convince the legislators that are on the JJFI committee to promote bills that and passing the law, things that would be work with the organization that she's with. So she's saying here that with and again it's broken down by county. Of course, you can go look at the document and pull the information up yourself. But she's indicating there's 204 deaths as a result of this, and 169 of those are female and 35 are male. And again, I like to look at the data. And again, the data is as good as the information presented. There's always ways to look at it and just again make sure, and this may be right. And again, to state, as I've said a number of times before, I'm not discounting domestic partner violence. I'm not for it. People should not be abusing each other under any circumstances. So that I want to make that plainly clear, because I know people that don't like to have this message out there would like to say that I'm all for X or against X or whatever. That's just simply not true, and kind of shameful they would actually do that to promote their cause. I just want to get down to the bottom of that, whatever that is, and of course removing as much bias as possible and seeing where the data leads you. So again, she had indicated here that 204 deaths occurred. I will say, and we can't ignore that, the information that out of the millions of Texans, there was only 204 deaths that occur from intimate partner violence, and it's a again relatively small amount. That is at the end of the day, we have more deaths from staph infections probably. I don't know. Again, I'm being tongue in cheek there, but let's look at that data. So when you look at it, it does, of course, show the split there. But as we know from looking at CDC data and other data, and again, it's all as good as the data that you have. We have that information that in a 12-month block, that there were 4.3 million. Again, this is national. 4.3 million events, domestic violence events against men by women, as compared to 3.5 million domestic violence occurrences between that men initiated towards women. So we have that, and again, those people may not like that data, but it is the data, and people need to, if we want to be honest with what we're trying to do here, we need to look at that. And again, 4.3, 3.5 million is just entirely too much. We need to stop that. Part of the reason why I have this podcast and people that are watching it, we want to stop, and we firmly believe that with the bills that are being promoted at the legislative level, with increasing child support, the retroactive child support, and doing all of these different things to reduce fathers to simply paychecks, remove their ability to be with their children, these things will increase. And I think we have some, at the very least, anecdotal evidence to do that. So for the opponents of what I've been saying and what I'm about to say, I would hope that we are on the same page. My goal is to do what's best in the best interest, to actually not, the other part, but to do what's in the best interest of children, families, Texans, United States citizens, and the entire world. I want to get back to happy, healthy families, and I believe over the last 40 some odd 50 plus years of the laws that are being put in, and I'll argue for profit, that's been eroding society in ways that we probably can't even begin to do that. And if you don't believe that, turn on your local news and you'll see it every single day. We're not going to fix this through the laws that we've been talking about so far, for the most part. But let's look at this. I kind of want to get to the meat of it here. So we've got the 204. We look at that information. They also provided a kind of in memoriam of the people that were that had been deleted. And I have to watch my language because I don't want to get strikes from any social media platforms. But they have an in memoriam of people that that represents these numbers that we can reflect on. And I went ahead and pulled that. And again, looking at it, and I'll include the link to that so you can review that information. Again, it's on the main site here, the tcfv.org site, so you can go there, so there's no special wizardry or crafting of that. This is all, this is their information, not mine. But they talked about, they have an honoring the Texas victims, Texas women and men killed by intimate partners 2021. So, and again, it goes through and it lists the different people that were killed. I did a quick Google search. I think it was about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And I found for 2021, let me back up because I want to, just show where when I initially did the item, I didn't read that it was for 2021. I looked at 2022. I think we're all familiar, hopefully, and sadly, with the Tyrone Darling deletion that occurred in Arlington late last year in 2022. I got my years mixed up. But it was 2022 where the ex-girlfriend ended Mr. Darling, and that the case is still ongoing. But I looked for that and didn't find it. Again, a quick Google search with the correct year, 2021, just to make sure I pull in the data here, revealed the. So I went ahead and did a quick Google search and found this was published in May of 2021, and it says here that a woman charged after ex-husband shot to deletion outside business in Pasadena, Texas. That's actually why I had the. I want to make sure where it was at, and I believe it's Harris County. And it says here that in Pasadena, Texas, a man is deleted after authorities said he was shot multiple times by his ex-wife Tuesday afternoon outside of business in Pasadena. Pasadena Police Department said Samantha Sherdale, Washington, 31, has been charged with ending things of Kurt Gregory Jr., 28. But it talks about this happened, gives the location and what happened. So the police had the couple had a child together. But this again, this is outside of Houston, Harris County. So if the data that has been collected by the other organization is accurate, as a reflection, and again, I think we assumed there may be some challenges there. Then that name, Kurt Gregory Jr., should appear in that list. And let's go ahead, and it's in Harris County. So I'll type in Gregory, and we've got, well, actually it was, okay, so it's not that person. It was a him ending her, so not that one. Let's see here. Gregory Carter, that was his first name, so that's definitely not that person. And it looks like it was a female that passed away. Okay, mention the name again, and then the final time, of course, gives the summary. So that is definitely not Kirk Gregory Jr., 28. Definitely not that person. So maybe there was a mistake of who did names or whatever. So let's go ahead and put in Washington, which is Samantha's last name. So we have one, just Washington County, and she may have a hyphenated. So we have Sherdale. Make sure again, Sherdale, and nothing. Okay, so then I go, all right, well, it was in Harris County. Let's go ahead and pull up Harris County. There we go. All right, and we should be looking for the names Samantha Sherdale, Washington, or Kurt Gregory, or obviously maybe it was misspelled or something like that. Something, again, everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but let's just make sure that we have the right info here. So we got Carla, we have Juan, Jonathan, Keela, I apologize if I butcher names. Leslie, Sienna, Castro, Sierra, Gia, Jaria, Nolia, Farida, going Leslie, James, Virginia, Alma, Danjeva, Layla, Brenda, Candace. Again, we're in July now, so this was well after the fact. Let's just give information, or go through the entire thing, because who knows? Eris, Tanya, Dahlia, Margaret, Joanne, Alexis, Jenna, Thoy Hong, Crystal, Ryanisia, Jose, Kavana, Jose, Kimberly, Keisha, Maria, Lolita, Delisha, Rhonda, Valerie, Nancy, Jessica, Nitsi, Shatarika, Patricia, Taylor, and that would be it. So again, from a quick Google search, I haven't even looked at, there's other databases I could look into that would provide this information. We've already found one instance where a situation that would change these numbers. Again, it's just one, but if you miss the one, that should really open up the other. It should open the data in question. Again, we're talking, well, it should be now 205 because that one was missed. How many more? And again, it could also be on the female side, although it seems like those are kind of accounted for. We have to look at a police database that would have that. It's just odd that that's not in there. If we're getting factual data, I'm assuming where the data is coming from is some type of police type database that would have all of that information. But it's not in there. So again, this is just by a simple cursory Google search. Within about 3 minutes I spent looking for 2021. 3 minutes all in, I already found one name that's not in here at all, and it's clearly a 2021 deletion that occurred. And they're talking about charged. So it's not it's not even a dating. It was a ex-husband, ex-wife scenario. So there's just no way that really could be misconstrued. But this is why I call into question this the data that we're getting. Again, the data is the data. We have to work with what we have to work with. But I suspect that we need to, probably not put this information where it is, and we need to actually, on the flip side of it, look at when I look at this family violence. I haven't dug into it, but I'd like to see. Because we all see what what the assistance that's offered to females through these programs. I would like to see what items and programs are available to men, and if they are offered in similar or equal level playing field. Because again, we're all equal here, and we both and I'll again, ignoring the CDC data, we all we should be equal. So that's something we need to look at. Again, I want to make this very quick that, we did find at least one scenario. Again, that's from 3 minutes of half searching. Again, I could, dig into databases and I'm assuming find more as I, hone in on it. But I wanted to provide that information to everyone, so you have that, and hopefully this needs to be shared, with the members of the JJFI. I think your pictures up here. I would say these people need to know this information, because they're relying exclusively on that. They understand that the data may not be entirely accurate. For whatever reason, I'm not alleging anything, but that's what we have there. All right, that's it for me. I hope everyone is having a good day.